YouTube back with another video, man. It's your boy Just Saw, and I'm back with another video. And today we are reacting to Penguin again. And he's saying that she won't stop texting. I don't know, texting and driving. What type of texting? I'm just kidding. It's texting and driving, but nonetheless, though, if you like the vibes, like and subscribe, and let's try to enjoy ourselves. Alright, let's get into the video.
Do you want to be? I saw a video today that was pretty infuriating.
Yeah. Let's see it. Don't drive while distracted unless. Okay. What is she doing? She stopped.
This lady is behind the wheel of a rented vehicle from Turo. This is allegedly posted by the owner of that vehicle after, spoiler alert, she gets into an accident here and then tries to lie about what happened. This was posted in response to that to show what actually happened, and if you've got some keen peepers on you, the astute observers may have noticed she's texting while driving. But to be honest, I don't even think that's accurate to say because she is doing more texting than driving. So she's like occasionally splicing in some driving between her texts. It seems like she's in some kind of heated argument, and that is like her primary focus is sending these text messages while on the road. I'm sure I don't need to educate you on the dangers of texting while driving. I'm not the DMV. I'm also not your dad. I imagine most of you know that, and this is one of the most egregious examples of texting while driving I've ever seen. She could easily have just pulled over and sent those messages if it's that urgent, but instead she said, fuck it, we'll do it live, so she's doing it while on the road, risking her life and the life of those around her. I guess she's really got places to be, and those messages, that's like fucking utmost importance. If you're not first, you're last. If you're not pooping, you're shitting.
That's crazy. She looks like she's trouble though. The text might be important the way I'm seeing. The way I'm seeing it, the text might be important. So yeah. You never know. But that's crazy. Both the hands, you can use one hand. I hope she does it. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Your life is not going so well. Your life is not going so well. Yeah, she's going through some rough times. Yeah.
Even while her car is veering off the road and blasting mailbox, she is firmly grasping that phone. She is gripping the shit out of that. She still will not set it down in the act of crashing this vehicle. She treated that phone like it was the fucking Tesseract there. She was not parting with it. It's not until it is finally stopped that she sets the phone down and then puts her head in her hands and then immediately picks the phone back up after like 3 seconds. It's like she can't be separated from it. It's her fucking umbilical cord. It's unreal. It's actually a miracle she didn't just have a head-on collision here. I counted too. She looked up from her phone only 5 times in the amount of time that she spent on that single lane there. So she spent the vast majority of her time there behind the wheel looking at the phone, glued to it. In fact, she even double-fisted the phone at one point to get two-thumb action in there. No hands on the wheel, not looking up at the road. It is actually an act of God that she didn't kill herself or somebody else there. Just an unsuspecting, innocent car that she could have easily veered to the left instead of the right and just hit with a head-on collision, which would have potentially been fatal. Also, her squeals that she lets out, oh man, that is ear-piercing. And then she has like that full-blown like angry middle-aged mom scream after it like comes to a stop. When it's,
I feel like, you know, let's just be honest, man. She might be going through some things that we personally don't know. You know, people do go through stuff. People are other human beings. So, you know, I feel like nonetheless or regardless, you know, we should be respectful because you never know what someone is going through, man. You never know. It could be that bad. You know, someone could have just died and, you know, it's too bad. She's on the wheel. What would you do? Would you just be like, fuck this? And you keep driving? Or would you be like, you know what, I'ma just, this shit is way too important. Why are you leaving me? Could be that. She's going through divorce, you know, it could be that. It's like people go through shit, you understand? And that's just unfortunate, but that is just the reality of where we live, man. You know, so, you know, I don't feel like we should be just be harsh and not show like, you know, like a little bit of sympathy. Come on, bruh. Show some grain of sympathy. That's what I'm saying.
entirely her fault. Apparently, again, the story is she's like a nurse practitioner and lied to the Turo owner here of this vehicle about what happened and why the car got crashed. I haven't seen too many details on all of that, but it's entirely her fault. You can see here in the footage, she is texting the vast majority of the time that she spends on the road. And I imagine this isn't an isolated incident, this is probably how she goes about her daily commutes. You can tell people till the cows come home how dangerous and bad it is to text and drive, but then you're still going to have people like this doing it. And it's actually, to me, it seems like becoming more common. Like, I know there was like even a trend a little while ago for streamers to do like car streams, and in some of them, they were just texting and reading the chat while driving, like while being filmed doing it. So it seems like people don't really grasp how important it is to not drive distracted. But
I get what he's saying. You know, it's very important that if you're driving, look at the road, because there could be like some kids, you know, crossing the road. There could be a lot of things, man. You can hit a deer, you know, like you can hit a cow. A cow is really, really, really fatal, you know. Yeah, like it can really ruin your car, you know. And I feel like, yeah, you shouldn't just be driving. And I feel like the logical, reasonable thing, responsible thing she should have done is just to, like, you know what, I'm going through some shit, I'm gonna just park, you know, like, you know, she should have just stopped at the side, you know, text whoever, called whoever, like, yo, what's going on, whatever it is, and then she drives. You understand? And I feel like that's the more responsible thing that, you know, we can learn from this lesson, you know, from this situation, and we can take away and be like, you know what, that's what she should have done at the end, but nonetheless she didn't do that. And I feel like we shouldn't just throw rocks as if she's not another human being who's just going through life. That's what I'm saying. But you know, that was saying that, you know, when we see people go through shit, bro, I feel like, you know, even if it's someone, I feel like it's the only thing that is a problem is don't make your problems other people's problems. I feel like that's not a responsible thing. That is a very selfish thing to do. And at the end of the day, I know we all go through shit, and I get that, but I feel like don't let that numb your soul or numb how you're supposed to react, you know, when people go through shit. I feel like we shouldn't just be numb and be like, oh man, why did she do that? You know, we just be like, at some point, you know, we need to learn to put ourselves in people's shoes. But then that's hard if you don't know what they're going through, you know. But nonetheless, I just feel like that was just a, you know, a moment where she was going through some stuff. You know, I feel like she was going through something and she was busy texting whoever, you know. It was some jolly shit that she was just like, oh, she was just doing her thing. It just looked like she genuinely was going through some shit. You understand? So if we all know that, let's show some sympathy and be like, you know what, just next time don't make your problems other people's problems, because you could have just killed someone. Be responsible, and if you are watching this, you have to be responsible about the things that you do. That is all. You understand? But nonetheless though, if you like the video, like and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next